Valencia have had a shocking start to La Liga. Dead last after 10 matches at the time of recording. And this actually isn't too surprising. I used to consider Valencia to be one of the top teams in Spain, but the fact of the matter is Los Ches haven't finished higher than 9th in the league since 2019. We need to rescue the 6-time La Liga champions. Today, I'm rebuilding Valencia. So this is the default starting lineup we do have at Valencia. I've made the move across now to PC, finally got that sorted. But we have an interesting team to work with. A few players like Pepe Lu that I think should be absolute studs for us moving forward. Mosquera is a great wonder kid. But then you have Giorgio Mamardashvili. He's only on loan here for 1 season, so it's kind of a facade. We have one of the best goalkeepers in the game, but he's only here for 1 year. I actually don't mind the 4-4-2 formation, but there are definitely some personnel changes to make. So let's get stuck into the transfer window. First things first though, I wanted to make a defensive signing. Mosquera is an absolute beast on career mode this year. He's young and full of potential. I wanted to pick up somebody that could almost be a partner in crime to him. I want to have a dynamic duo in the back line, which is where the Ukrainian centre-back Ilya Zabarny comes into play. We are going to pick him up from AFC Bournemouth for £13.5 million. 277 rated defenders, 120, 121. They could be the dynamic duo of dreams at Valencia. Our first player departure has gone through. It feels like I'm only operating in deals for centre-backs right now. But our 76 overall centre-back Diakabi stays in Spain but heads to Real Betis. Hugo Guillamon also staying in Spain, heading to Celta Vigo. But we're also going to have a loan move here. Fran Perez has decent potential, but I want to get him some growth elsewhere. So we're going to loan him out to Lazio for the season. 2-year loan move here. It's going to go to the backup striker, Alberto Murray. Also, my God, I'm recording this at 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting hit with the sunrise directly off a building outside my window. Golden Hour is looking good this morning. I should get this building across from me on the books here. I should start paying him a wage. Helping out with the lighting. Don't have to buy another Elgato key light. But we're going to make our second signing in charge of Valencia. I'm going to make an addition to the right-hand side of the midfield as we bring in the Austrian midfielder, Patrick Wimmer from VfL Wolfsburg. Again, a pretty modest transfer fee, but we pay 14 mil for him. I do see Javi Guerra being a very important piece of this team down the line. But right now, I'm not ready to give him the starting 11 spot over Andre Almeida. So we're going to get him some game time again, keeping him in La Liga. He heads to Bilbao. I purposely kept things pretty modest for our first 2 signings because I wanted more money to make a massive third signing. And that is exactly what we are going to do right here. Signing the Greek striker Pavlidis from Benfica. 80 overall, 25 years of age. We pick him up for £24 million. I'm pretty damn happy with this start to life at Valencia. This starting 11 coming along nicely. I'm just anticipating. We just need to make the most of Mamardashvili while we still have him in between the sticks, because next year we're going to take a huge hit there. Let's see if we can just get ourselves out of the relegation battle for the first half of this season. I am fine with that. Given the current standing of Valencia, I am fine with this. 10th in the league. But the exciting thing, a win puts us into European qualification. We win here and we hold the season. If we have a good second half of the season, Conference League, Europa League, probably not Champions League, but some sort of European football is well and truly alive. How far? I mean, we're pretty clear, 12 points clear of relegation, so I'm taking my mind off surviving the drop. And honestly, I want to get Valencia's highest La Liga finish since 2019. We need to finish higher than 9th. Sevilla have recalled Rafa Mir from his loan, which I'm actually happy about because that means that he wasn't stealing game time from our starting 2. Gonna start January off with a loan move though. Just a short one for the young defender Yarrick, who heads to Mallorca for 6 months. I don't feel the need to make a massive signing to the starting 11, but we do need some help in our reserves, which is why we're gonna sign Cesar Gelabert from Toulouse, the Spaniard coming back to his motherland. Center midfielder, 73 overall, 24 years of age. He's just going to be the perfect backup. Of course, we finish 9th in La Liga, 1 point away from 8th place Girona. Frustratingly though, 4 points away from a Conference League spot. It would have been nice to get some sort of European football in Season 2, boost up the budget, and just get valuable experience. But we are away from the relegation zone, which I guess Valencia fans are happy about right now. 9th in the league. Girona finishing in the top 4, and Atletico Madrid win La Liga. Relegation zone will see Real Sociedad got relegated alongside Alaves and Espanyol. We might have to feed on the scraps of Sociedad's best players. Oh! Is that Europa League or Conference League for us? We have won a trophy here in Season 1. Copa de España champions with Valencia. We took down Barcelona in the final. Sociedad in the semi-finals. Oh my god. Our first trophy in our first season. Real Madrid win an all-Spanish Champions League final. Manchester United win the Europa League. I'm curious whether we're in the Europa League next year or if we're in the Conference League, which goes to Fiorentina. Big first season though from Pavlidis, getting himself 21 goals. Our two strikers with the exact same record. 21 goals, 5 assists, 5 clean sheets in 45 games, both 81 overall. I'm okay with that. Diego Lopez goes up to an 80 in his first year here. That is absolutely brilliant. Javi Guerra out on loan to a 78. Mosquera up to an 80. Okay, this has been a great first year. I was going to say, what's Almeida setting at? But he's gone up to an 80 as well. So I'm going to keep Guerra out on loan at Bilbao next year. I will be letting a load of players go. Danny Gomez was only here on loan, so he's going to be going. Marco Camus will be walking on a free alongside Pedro Aleman, Domi, and Fidal. None of these guys look like incredible prospects. I could go out to get somebody better than them straight away as backups. All right, fellas, here we are, Season 2. We are playing in the Europa League. I've just finished the transfer window and my computer crashed. Super frustrating, but we haven't lost too much progress, just the first transfer window of the season. So I'll run you through what we did. We started the transfer window off signing our goalkeeper replacement, Alvaro Valles, joining us from Las Palmas. We then followed up by signing a backup striker, Miguel. We needed him. If anything happened to Duro or Pavlidis, we were screwed. Christian Rivero got sold to FC Twente. I then made the really difficult decision to sell Thierry. Oh my god, and his overall's gone up as soon as I sold him. I've only just realized this. He was 79 overall when I sold him, and that led to a whole spiel when I signed Serginho Dest from PSV. He was 81 when I first signed him, so he's gone up. And I said, we've signed Serginho Dest. He's 2 overall higher, 2 years younger, but we have signed Dest. And then we finished the window off with 2 loan moves. Yarrick going to Ipswich Town, followed by Fran Perez heading on a 2-year loan to Benfica. And this feels like deja vu because I was showing the side like 3 minutes ago, then my computer blue screened, but this is what the team is looking like. Big pressure on Zabarnyi. He's the lowest rated player in the squad. I would love for him and Mosquera to grow together, like I said in Season 1. But I don't want him lagging too far behind. We are still waiting to see who we're going to be versing in the Europa League, but I would love for us to go deep in that tournament, if not all the way. But the bar has been set. I want us pushing for some sort of European football in La Liga this season. I don't know if qualification for the Champions League is realistic, but I would love for us to have a crack anyways. Also, one thing I would love for you guys to do is subscribe down below if you are enjoying the content. According to my analytics, 55% of you watching the video right now are not subscribed. So if you are a part of that 55, go ahead, do us a favor and subscribe down below. Okay, here we are on the 1st of January and we sit 5th in La Liga right now, 2 points out of a Champions League spot. I want us to get that. I want us to push for that in the second half of the season. And yeah, Zabarnyi, he's coming along all right, but he's just not growing as much as I would have hoped, at least not in comparison to the rest of the squad. And we have sold Ruben Iranzo to the Turkish league here, just shy of £1 million. And it had to be done, lads. It is a cutthroat world in rebuild land out here. We've actually turned a nice little profit. In a year and a half, we make £11 million on him, but Zabarnyi heading back to the Premier League. And in retaliation, we pick up a man who I think will help us massively on our push for Champions League qualification. 2 years older than Zabarnyi, but 4 overall higher. That is massive. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our new starting centre back alongside Christian Mosquera, Jean-Claire Todibo, who is joining us from Nice, 30 mil. Little update in the Europa League though. We went undefeated. 7 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. We get to skip the playoffs. and we're into the round of 16 automatically. Again, I would love if we could go on a run and win the Europa League, and I feel even more justified in that stance. So let's simulate to the end of season 2 and see how we end up. We drop down into a Conference League spot. Again, so 3 points off of Bilbao. That last game of the season potentially has cost us, and we're going to be heading into the Conference League in season number 3. I said I still wanted European football, but it feels like a backward step. Real Madrid win the league and relegated down to the second division of Valladolid, Girona, and Elche. Also, I know at the end of season 1, I said I wanted to feast on the carcass of Sociedad. They sold basically all of their good players, which makes sense why they got relegated. Real Madrid win the Supercopa. We lost to them in the semi-finals, and we could not go back-to-back in Copa de España, Barcelona winning there. We went out to the Yellow Submarine, Villarreal, in the round of 16. Manchester City win the Champions League, but how did we go in the knockout round? So, of course, we got to skip the playoffs. Round of 16, we destroy Brøndby 6-0, still undefeated. Quarterfinals, we beat Besiktas 4-3 on aggregate. We are into the semi-finals. Are we heading to a Europa League final? We are. We beat Lille, and we're going to be versing our man out on loan, Fran Perez, at Benfica. Valencia versus Benfica. Are we going to win a Europa League? We are! We win the Europa League. We're heading to the Champions League in season 3, and we get ourselves European silverware with Valencia. This is a trophy-filled managerial reign. Conference League goes to Aston Villa. Oh my god, I'm stoked. Hugo Duro, you are kidding me. 86 overall already. I know he had good potential, but 2 insane seasons to start this rebuild have catapulted him to one of the world's best strikers. 33 goals. Pavlidis growing slower than I would have hoped, but still getting the job done on the park. Pepe up to an 84, Wimmer at an 82, Almeida, 14 assists for him. Lopez gets himself 20 assists. What's Guerra at now? Javi Guerra's at an 81, so I honestly might get him in the starting 11 next season and potentially move on Almeida, but I cannot believe Hugo Duro, my god. I am going to let the contract of Martin Tejon expire though, not playing a formation with an attacking midfielder and not growing that crazy as well. What a second season at Valencia though. Our performances in the Cups both years have helped us out. Last year, it was Copa de España. This year, it is the Europa League, and we are heading to the Champions League in season number 3. That Champions League money has changed my whole strategy. I knew we were going to get good money, but we've got about £130 million to work with. There are a few positions I want to upgrade, but I want to go in for a endgame world-class midfielder here. Enzo Fernandez will be joining Pepe in the midfield. Originally, I wanted to give Javi Guerra the starting spot this season, but it doesn't make sense when I'm able to sign somebody in Enzo Fernandez that is already higher than Javi Guerra's overall potential. So Enzo Fernandez joins us for a club record £65.8 million. I've already blocked this off. I straight up blocked it. There is no chance in the world that I am selling Hugo Duro, especially to a club that could now be a Champions League rival in Man City. Oh my god, I was thinking maybe I could have Almeida as a backup center midfielder, but for this type of money, I'm going to cash in, and there it is. Like I said, I wanted to keep him as a backup, but I'm not keeping a backup that's worth £40 million. So I wish Andre Almeida all the best as he goes on a German adventure. And I'm also going to wish Patrick Wimmer all the best. One of our first signings. Again, another offer that I couldn't turn down for somebody that hasn't really lit up the squad. Patrick Wimmer heading to Arsenal for £40 million. Between $40 million for Almeida, $40 million for Wimmer, and the budget we had left over, that gives us some serious money to go in now and get a world-class right midfielder. I genuinely think if we are smart here, we could have a Champions League contending side this year. I'm feeling so slick right now. We sold Wimmer for £40 million. We've just signed his replacement and his upgrade for £42 million. A man that I've never used in a rebuild, but I'm excited to use here. The Turkish right midfielder, Barış Alper Yilmaz, who joins us from Galatasaray. So this is what the starting 11 looks like right now. It is a damn strong starting 11, but the most exciting part is we still have £107 million in our transfer budget. I will be using it in January. It's just a matter of where. I wanted to give the squad some time here. I think Jose Guy is safe because, like, naturally it would make sense to upgrade him. He is 31, but he's still growing. He's the club captain. I'm giving him this year. To be fair, if he can get to an 85, he'll retain his spot in the squad. Big first half of the season, though, made even bigger by the fact that we are in the Champions League. Who are we facing in the group stages? Tottenham to start things off. Then we face Lazio. That is a tough start to life. Then we have Dortmund in October, followed by Inter Milan in November. Our easiest game so far comes against Ferencváros, the Hungarian side. And then in December, we have Roma. And we finish it with RB Leipzig. Are you kidding me? And Sporting. Oh my, all right, we need to be perfect here. We do not have many easy opportunities. If we can get ourselves into the next round of the Champions League, I'm going to have so much more confidence. We are currently on an invincible season here on the 1st of January in La Liga. 0 losses, but the 7 draws have got us 5 points behind Barcelona. The nice thing is we are 10 points clear of 5th place Atletico Madrid, so we are in an awesome position to qualify again for the Champions League. Speaking of the Champions League, still 2 games to go here in January, but we sit 14th right now, in a good spot to get ourselves at least the playoffs, but I want us to win both games remaining and get ourselves automatically into the last 16. The question of what to do here in January, though, has been made a lot easier. Pavlidis is out for 5 months with an Achilles strain. He missed a lot of the start of the season. As you can see, he's only played 19 games. He's missed the past month or 2 of football, and he's going to be out for basically the remainder of it. So I don't plan on selling anybody. I just want to get a new striker in here to partner up the insane Hugo Duro. And we get our man. Come on. I can't remember the last time I used Cody Gakpo in a rebuild, but I cannot wait to have him up top. He's going to take that left striker role. Gakpo and Hugo Duro is an insane striker partnership. It is an insane upgrade regardless of Pavlidis' injury. 86 overall, Cody Gakpo breaking our club record transfer. A monster, £70 million to bring him across from Liverpool. Guess who's back, ladies and gentlemen? I had £30 million left over, and I wanted a backup right back. I felt bad about selling Thierry Correa last year when I did, so they're going to bring him back. A revised contract, 21 million paid to bring him back from Bilbao. So we finished the group stages, league phases, drawing with Leipzig and losing to Sporting, which has put us down in 21st, meaning we have to go into the playoffs, and it's not an easy task. Round of 32, the playoffs, we have Bayer Leverkusen. Let's get into it. Here goes nothing, fellas. First leg at home against Xabi Alonso's men. We are a very strong looking football side, but can we get it done? First time in the Champions League knockout rounds, and we go down 4-2 in the first leg. That is actually brutal. Oh my God. I thought we were a serious chance of going on a run this year. But unless we pull a rabbit out of the hat, we're going to go out in the playoffs. All right, a rainy night in Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena. Can we pull off a minor miracle? Just get a goal in the first half and everything opens up. Come on, lads. Duro, need a big game from you. Enzo, need a big game from you. Here we go. Away at Bayer Leverkusen, and we lose 1-0. We lose 1-0. That is an incredibly humbling experience. We have done so well in the cups leading up to this point, but the Champions League is a different ball game. Out to Bayer Leverkusen. Now let's focus on La Liga and get ourselves back to the Champions League. We have a crazy season. 2 losses all year, but Barcelona were just a different level. We finished 2nd in La Liga with 84 points. A terrific year for us here at Valencia, back in the Champions League for season number 4. Atletico Madrid sliding down the table down to 8th. Relegated, nobody big, Almeria, Tenerife, and Cadiz. Real Madrid win Copa de España, around a 16 exit for us. We can add a UEFA Super Cup to the trophy cabinet though. Our streak continues of winning a trophy every year. Taking down Man City as well in a penalty shootout is no small feat. And that point proven. Man City won the Champions League for the second straight year, 4-0 over Bilbao. Nice win the Europa League, and RC Lens win the Conference League. Hugo Duro, you are a superstar, man. 33 goals, 8 assists. I'm gonna have to check the Ballon d'Or nominees next year, because there is a serious chance he could be nominated. Very excited to see what Cody Gakpo can do in a full season though, only coming in January and already getting himself 21 goal contributions. That is mega. Once again though, I feel like I've let so many players go, but this time we've got 2 players retiring, Dimitri Falquier and Wame both retiring, and then Vicent, I'm just letting his contract expire. Going out in the playoffs last year, not acceptable. I'm making a monster signing right here to stop that. It is time to put ourselves firmly in the picture of both a Champions League title and La Liga title. And when I saw who Alejandro Balde was playing for, I knew I had to bring him over here. I knew I had to splash the cash on him and get him into a Champions League contending side. As the Spanish left back will join us from Crystal Palace. How did they secure him? I want our bench to be bulletproof as well, which is why I'm about to make 2 massive signings for our stock. The first at the left midfield role, Valerie joining us from Girona for 21 mil, backup left mid. And the second is a backup centre half, Aitor Paredes, joining us from Athletic Bilbao. We're going to sign him for £20 million on the dot. When you have the budget we have, there was no need to sell anybody, just make additions. This starting 11 is unbelievable. Big start to the season here for Todibo. If he hasn't hit the 85 marker by January, I will probably look to get an upgrade for the second half of the year. Our bench is so stacked though. Guerra, Pavlidis, Gaia. You look at our reserves, the lowest rated player in the whole squad is 72 overall. That is how you know you've made a good side. But it'll all be for nothing if we get dumped out of the Champions League in the playoffs again. We need a massive league phase. We need to get ourselves into the top 8 so we get to go straight through to the round of 16. Starting things off against Club Bruges. Then we face AC Milan. In October, we have Dinamo Zagreb. November sees us facing Young Boys, along with PSG. That is our toughest task so far, them and AC Milan. December, we have Tottenham. Oh my God, January, we've got Liverpool. Please end it on a reasonable note. Man City. Okay, we need to front load our progress. Things start moderately tough and then just get incredibly tough. Our last 4 games are 4 of the toughest games imaginable. Justice for Hugo Duro. He is not nominated. Vinicius, Phil Foden, Haaland, and Rodrigo. I thought he had done enough to at least get nominated. That's a tough one. 1st of January, we sit top of the league, but it is a 3-way tie. 2 teams you don't want to be tied at the top of La Liga with, Barcelona and Real Madrid. All of us on 40 points. 8 points clear of Girona, 9 of Sevilla, which is awesome to see. Atletico Madrid stinking it up again. But things are definitely nerve-wracking in the Champions League. 16th here with games against Liverpool and City to go. I do not like our chances. We're going to have to play our best 2 games if we want to get automatically through to the round of 16. Todibo has got himself up to an 85 though, so I'm going to keep the faith with him. Keep him in the starting 11. We lost to Liverpool, but we beat Man City, which means we finish 18th and we are condemned to the playoffs again. Hopefully we get an easy opponent. We do not. We get Borussia Dortmund. Oh my God, we're going to have to head to Germany again for the 2nd straight year. Dortmund in the playoff round. We really shot ourselves in the foot last year in this first leg. We cannot afford to go 2 goals behind to a team like Borussia Dortmund. Just come out here at home, get ourselves over this hurdle because this team is way too good to be in the playoffs again this year. Scoreline, that lagged a little bit and it had me worried, but it is a 1-1 draw and we're going to be heading to the Signal Iduna Park, heading to Dortmund, needing to get ourselves a victory. We will be without our American right back though. Serginho Dest suspended against his former side. Wait, what am I talking about? I said he never played for Dortmund. Where have I got that one from? I'm glad I caught that before I uploaded because you guys definitely would have given me crap. Oh, come on, FC 25 gods. Here we go. Trying to avoid a 2nd straight exit in the playoff round. We get through. Come on. Huge. Hugo Duro gives us the advantage, and then Enzo Fernandez sticks the nail in the coffin. 2-0, 3-1. into the round of 16 we go. Oh my God, you are taking the piss. We've got Manchester City. As you can see next to my face, it's half blocked. Manchester City in the round of 16. Out of all the teams we could have got, man, this is why I didn't want to go through the playoffs. We are back to a full-strength starting 11 now that Serginho Dest has served his suspension. Unhappy for some reason, but oh man, just a draw to take into the second leg. Just keep us in the fight. I will take that. I will take that. Man City, probably the toughest team we could have been drawn against. So the fact we are still alive in the second leg is a positive. Just 6 days later though, we grab our passports and head up north to Manchester at the Etihad Stadium. Full strength starting 11 again. Oh, come on, come on, come on, Valencia. Come on! Yes! Massive. Hugo Duro is going to get us the winner. Hugo got himself a hat trick. Oh my God. He gets a hat trick out of 3 shots and we eliminate Man City. We beat City in the league phase and now we beat them in the knockout rounds. Pure domination. The tough opponents just keep on coming here. AC Milan in the quarterfinals. No Balda either. Alejandro Balda suspended, so that's going to get Jose Gaia back in the starting 11. AC Milan are bloody tough. I'll give him that. But after taking down Man City, I am full of confidence. Jose Gaia, need you to step up, mate. First leg on the road, and it's a 1-1 draw to take back to Valencia. They scored in the first minute, but then Enzo Fernandez equalizes late on. Balda back in the starting 11 here. Oh my God, we're at home against AC Milan. They've got an insane side, but so is ours. This for a spot in the final 4 of the Champions League against AC Milan. We get through. Cody Gakpo. He's been a little quiet, but he is the man that fires us into the final 4. Gets a yellow card as well. Pepe gets a yellow card. Praying that these lads aren't suspended for the semis. Final 4, we have Tottenham. Tottenham versus Valencia, Leverkusen versus Inter Milan. Oh, here we go. I don't want to discount Tottenham, but this is probably the easiest fixture we've had all knockout rounds so far. But Tottenham, they still have a great team in FC 25, so let's just get stuck in. We're at home for the first leg. Need to lay the foundations. The one thing I will say is we haven't been outright. I don't think we've been in the lead once in the first legs. We need to stop that now. I want a big win. I want to head to North London with a huge win. Oh my God! Call me Nostradamus. Holy crap, I just manifested that. Oh my God. 4-1. No suspensions. Oh my God. All right, I need to start manifesting more often. Surely we are heading to a Champions League final. If we bottle this, my God, man. I just want to get through this unscathed. 0-0 draw. No suspensions, no injuries, and I'll be a happy man. We win at 1-0, Sergio. No! Oh my God, I think Gakpo's gone. Gakpo got a yellow card earlier in that quarterfinal. I think Gakpo's gone. Dest should be fine. Please, Gakpo, do not be suspended. I knew it, lads. I knew it. Cody Gakpo. I was this close to subbing him out for this one and putting Pavlidis in the starting 11. Hindsight is 2020. Cody Gakpo will not be in the Champions League final. But we have to put that aside. We have to do it for Cody Gakpo because in the Champions League final, we have drawn Inter Milan. I kind of hoped we were going to get Leverkusen to get our revenge on last year. But Inter Milan take down Leverkusen 4-3, meaning we have already taken down the red half of Milan. Now we have to take down the blue half. Taking a look around the grounds, Lyon have defeated Newcastle. Manchester United win the Conference League. We fall 1 point short of winning La Liga. Again, so damn close. Again, only 2 losses all year. 86 points and we don't win the league. Barcelona dropped down massively out of the title race, but it would have been nice to win La Liga. At least we know we are in the Champions League in Season 5. Relegation zone, we'll see Oviedo, Celta Vigo, and Osasuna heading down. Barcelona lose to Real Madrid in Supercopa. We go out to Real Madrid. And Bilbao win Copa de España. We went out to them in the semi-finals. Absolutely devastated we're not going to have Cody Gakpo for the Champions League final. What I'm going to do though is change up the formation. Javi Guerra is going to come in the midfield. It's going to be Pepe, Javi Guerra, and Enzo Fernandez all in the midfield together. One striker formation with Hugo Duro who has got himself 39 goals this year as the starting striker. This team is unbelievable. Some of these players are just ridiculous. And I'm excited to put it into action. Bring on the Champions League final in Season 4 with Valencia. The first advantage falling our way, we get to stay in Spain. Heading to Madrid, taking on Inter Milan. And this is actually my first time playing FC 25 on the PC, so this will be interesting. Got ourselves a corner here, 21 minutes into this one. Need to get ourselves an early lead. That's a great ball. Guerra, the man that shouldn't even be starting, almost got us off to a great start. Guerra. Look at that. Enzo Fernandez. Sweaty goal. We're going to score our first goal on PC. It is a sweaty goal. And that just felt way too easy. I don't know, man. The opening 25 minutes of this one, I feel like if I'm playing on PC, I almost need to put it on Ultimate. This is on Legendary. And it feels like I'm playing on World Class. Watch me go and concede Nero right after I've said that. Get that away. Oh my God. When he won that header, my heart dropped. Yilmaz. Up against Gertrude here. Outpaces him. I could have gone early to Hugo Duro. We're going to go now there, though. Oh, I wanted to go. There it is. Oh, my God. Just a little more composure from me, and that would have been the win. No. What is our defense there? And they're going to equalize. Inter Milan have showed nothing all game long. They get one opportunity, and they equalize with 5 minutes to play. That is so annoying. Feed that. Good ball through. Come on, Jared. Diego Lopez. Oh, he misses. Are you kidding me? I tried to be cutesy. Ever since I got that first goal, I feel like I just played on cruise control, thinking that we had the game in the bag. Inter Milan made the most of their opportunity, and now we're heading to extra time. Nah, oh my God, that was a huge interception. Just blow that halftime whistle. Thank you. That was a bit of a hopeful ball there, but it's worked out well. We shoot it. It's a save. The follow-up. I should have taken a touch. What am I doing? What is that defending from Mosquera? They shoot, it's saved, just clear it. Oh my God, please don't let them get a winner late at the death. Get that one away, well done. Just blow that whistle, referee. Send us to penalties. For the first time in FC 25, we have a penalty shootout. Need a big save early on here. Ousmane Dembele, I reckon he's going to go to the left. Oh, we guessed right, but that is a rocket. The captain, Pepe, I'm going to the left as well. Up against Restes. That's a good penalty. Where you going, Nico? I reckon you're going to the right, mate. I reckon you go to the right. You've got to save that. Enzo, I'm going left again. Come on, Enzo. Come on, Enzo. His third time going to be the charm. I reckon he goes to the right here. Esposito. We've guessed the right way every time. Come on, Hugo. I'm going to the right here. Come on, Hugo. 3-all. Can we get... I'm going right again. I'm going right again. I'm going right again. We finally make the save. 4 from 4. We finally get a glove. Guerra. I'm going to the right. Guerra, come on. If we can save Nico Paz here, we will win a Champions League title. You're going to the right. You're going to the right. I know it. He dinks us. Wow. But if Lopez can score, then we will win it on penalties. He missed an opportunity in the 90th minute. Can he make up for it right now? I'm going to the left. I'm going to the left. Come on. We're going to win it on penalties. That was terrifying. We send Restes the wrong way, and for the first time in FC 25, a rebuild is decided via shootout. Oh, what a fun one this was, lads. Our first exposure to La Liga this year. Very, very fun. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section down below what rebuilds you would love to see moving forward. I'm on PC now, so we've got a lot more opportunity and flexibility as to what we can do. But the midfielder, Pepe, is going to be the man wearing the captain's armband to lift this Champions League trophy. Bang! And make Valencia European champions. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to check out another video.